Greetings, the man who almost never spends his tokens on new mobile suit pools, Rigil Agateiades here. And today we have a rare occasion where I actually did so, which is never a good thing. This is the new mobile suit of the week on the PC version of Battle Operations 2, the Magallanica issued Gundam Mk-II. While the suit is mostly just a Gundam Mk-II but put at 550 with close to no upgrades, there's one key difference. It got an extra dova-syndrome arm attached to it, and they gave it a beam Magnum. Yes, the Unicorn Gundam's beam Magnum in 550. Since it will be utterly broken if they just leave the beam Magnum as is, they gave it a few nerfs before fitting it onto this Gundam Mk-II. Three things. First being that it has to be fired standing still, which is a big problem that I'll explain later. Then it also has a slightly longer pull time and a slightly longer charge time. Any changes to the damage? No, it's exactly the same. Sounds like a disaster for the enemy, but as you might find out really quickly, that's not really the case. While the damage on the beam Magnum is truly mind-blowing, there is a problem. This mobile suit is not designed for ranged fights. With a mere 15 base range attack and only one other weapon that can reach 300 meters, this mobile suit doesn't do much staying at the back spamming only the beam Magnum. Instead, it is designed to play like the SLAVE WRAITH. Oh dear, that's not a good sign. Just like the infamous SLAVE WRAITH, the Magallanica Mk-II comes with the skill Fake Beacon, making it appear as friendly on enemy radar. This supposedly allows it to walk up behind the enemy team and backstab them, and with a very high base melee strength, it really hurts a lot doing that. On top of that, this mobile suit comes with the unique skills Precision Melee and Precision Range, increasing the damage dealt to mobile suit parts by 30% when attacking from behind. They really want you to backstab people, but unfortunately, just like the SLAVE WRAITH, that doesn't quite work. Once again, the problem lies in Fake Beacon itself. Appearing as friendly on enemy radar doesn't mean your enemy can't tell you're the imposter, because it's quite obvious when there's a friendly walking in the enemy team. In an attempt to make this flawed mechanic work, this Mk-II comes with the unique weapon Knuckle Dummy Balloon. Firing a boulder-like balloon, this balloon replaces your own radar signature on the enemy radar, essentially giving this suit temporary stealth while you try to position behind the enemy. The balloon is honestly very good, as long as you don't fire it too high so it's quite clear that it's a flying balloon. It's impossible to tell just by reading the radar signature, unlike Fake Beacon itself. And even if you figured it out, you still don't know where the Mk-II actually is. But then, that's not the end of the problems on this mobile suit. Put the 700 cost beam Magnum aside and you realize this Mk-II's weapons are quite lackluster. First weapon is the Shrapnel Bazooka. Firing 15 pellets of 25% stagger, it works like a shotgun, which is good, but the short range and low damage means it doesn't do anything beyond 100 meters. Second weapon is the Shield Missile Launcher. Firing 3 missiles with 35% stagger each, the damage is decent, but it's over in the blink of an eye. You get no accumulated stagger if you miss a single one, so only use it for extra damage. Third weapon, and already the last ranged weapon that actually does something, is the Knuckles Sealant Launcher. Quick instant stagger, but once again, does close to no damage at all and limited range. That's all the weapons, and you see the problem here. Everything only works at close range other than the most important beam Magnum. In fact, we might even blame the beam Magnum since it's the only weapon that doesn't work with the melee playstyle. Instead of a simple instant stagger to start melee combos, the beam Magnum can only be fired standing still and takes a whole second to charge, rendering it unusable at close range. Then there's the second problem. This mobile suit is fragile. With only 17,000 base health and no special buffers whatsoever, this mobile suit is not tough. Even when you manage to get into melee range, you risk getting evaporated in a single down. What can this mobile suit even do then? Well, hit that beam Magnum. The B Magnum might not be enough for an entire game, but it doesn't change the fact that it hurts a lot. To maximize what we can get out of that, we have our custom parts all on ranged attack, pushing us to 39 ranged attack in total. That and the shrapnel bazooka means raid types are not having a good day no matter what distance they're at. With the B Magnum providing a good baseline contribution to the team, now we just have to sort out getting melees in. Having no maneuver armor or a good instant stagger at mid-range makes it hard, but other than trying to make the balloon work, you can simply have teammates get the first stagger for you. So instead of going in alone, this mobile suit really benefits more by sticking with the team, while using the balloon to trick your enemies into thinking that you're not. Final minute and both teams have a bomb planted. It might be tempting to defuse, but I find that almost never worth doing. Instead, we head straight for the enemy inventory. Now with one man down for free, we can easily overwhelm the rest of the enemy team. B Magnum takes a whole chunk out of that enemy Mk-II, go in for a melee, and we get reminded of one another problem on this mobile suit: anti-blast stabilizers. Mass production Zeta Gundam comes straight for us, probably thinking we're a teammate, but unfortunately you've hit the imposter. Easy kill before we get reminded once again: anti-blast stabilizers. While this really is just a minor annoyance compared to the fundamental strategic problem this mobile suit faces, it's good to remember that it's not just the mobile suit explosions, but also the shuttles and media explosions that anti-blast stabilizers protect you from. Who would have thought that putting a B Magnum on a mobile suit would cause this many problems? On second thought, you've put it on a melee suit, so that's ought to happen, don't you think? While the B Magnum and the melee playstyle of this mobile suit simply don't work together, it's actually quite simple to make something out of them. Just make the B Magnum hit harder. Don't put too much effort into trying to make fake beacon work. Instead, play safe with the B Magnum first. Treat the melee part as a bonus, and you'll find yourself taking a lot less unnecessary risk. After all, you're playing this suit because it is a 550 Unicorn Gundam, not a level 5 Slave Wraith. That's it from me today. Don't use this mobile suit if you care about your ratings, and the latest.